Hey there fellow cake friends, and welcome to this week's tutorial. Today I'm going to show you my concrete buttercream technique, which was highly requested after I did my Terrazzo technique a couple weeks ago. I'm going to link to that one up there. Before we get started, you can download my buttercream recipe, which I'm going to use for this entire video, in the description box below. And if you'd like to see more cake videos, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go, and let's get to the tutorial. I'm starting with 400 grams of my Italian meringue buttercream, which I'll link to at the top right corner of this video, and you can grab the recipe in the description box below. I'll color the buttercream with Sugar Flare Black Extra. You'll need to set aside about 1/4 cup of buttercream for a slightly darker gray accent color. I'm taking some of the black gel paste and adding it to my base buttercream, and I'm aiming for a light gray that looks just like concrete. Smear and stir through the buttercream until it's completely incorporated. I'm adding a good amount of black to the 1/4 cup of buttercream to get the darker gray accent color, as well as a little bit more to the base color so it's a little bit darker. Again, I'm stirring it through, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the accent buttercream until both of them are no longer streaky. Once both of your buttercreams are evenly colored, you're ready to mask your cake with sharp edges. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure the top is flat and the side edges are straight. If you need a hand with any buttercream basics, I do have a buttercream class on Skillshare called Creative Buttercream Cakes, which I'll link to in the description box below. Chill your cake in the fridge until the buttercream is very firm to the touch. You want your buttercream not to be smooth, which is weird, I know. To achieve this, I'm going to leave both of my gray buttercreams on my cool counter for about an hour to let them get a little less smooth and so that they have more bubbles in them. With this buttercream, you're going to roughly mask your cake. I'm smoothing it gently so as not to pop all of the bubbles and get rid of the texture I have. I'm adding a very thin layer of this textured buttercream onto my already sharpened masked cake so that the edges keep their shape. I'm doing the same on the sides of the cake, gently smoothing on the textured buttercream to make an even but textured layer. And just continue masking all the way around on both the top and the bottom so that you have the even textured layer all over. If you've seen my buttercream class, you'll know how much more I'm moving the spatula back and forth to really smooth it out and get rid of any air bubbles, but we don't want to do that here. You're really just pressing the buttercream onto the side of the cake and gently smearing around so that you keep all that nice texture that we created by leaving it on the counter for a while. Fill in any glaring gaps that you see with some more buttercream, and then we're going to be ready to scrape in just a second. I'm using my bench scraper angled almost parallel to the cake instead of having the edge perpendicular as I normally would. This will help with keeping more texture on your cake. I'll scrape around until the sides are fairly smooth. You'll see I'm just trying to get a really nice straight side here. I'm not trying to scrape it to make it very smooth. In this first scrape here, I'm not adding too much pressure because I want to keep a lot of those bubbles and imperfections in place. Now I'm just filling in those big gaps at the top that you can see. I still want to keep these textured looking, but the gaps were a little too big for my liking. So I'll just fill these in as I usually would for any regular cake. And then I'll scrape once more to smooth out those sides. Next, I'm getting rid of the lip at the top. I'm keeping my spatula very level, and as much as we want the texture, we also want this cake to look geometric, like a concrete cylinder. And again, I'm not pressing down too much. I'm leaving as much of that beautiful texture as I can. Comment below and tell me what you decorate this cake with. You'll see next week what I decorate mine with. I think you all are going to have a lot of fun with it. I just filled in any gaps at the top and I smoothed it all out, and then we're ready to pop this into the freezer for maybe 20 minutes or the fridge for 45 until the buttercream is very firm to the touch. We are ready to put the darker buttercream on in just a moment. You can see it still has some nice bubbles and texture, just like the lighter buttercream. But first, we are going to scuff up the surface of our concrete so it looks just like real concrete. You'll run the side of the palette knife around your cake, going in different directions to make it look scratched. Then after that, I'm going to nick the surface with the tip of the palette knife too to add more texture that way. I just got the set of palette knives like a week ago, so I'm going to throw a link in the description box below because I absolutely love them. And if you're in the market for a palette knife, I highly recommend this set. Once you've scuffed up your cake enough, you can always add a little more later if you want to, and I will. We're ready to load up our palette knives and apply the darker buttercream. So I'm just loading up the side of the palette knife, not too much right now. I'm really just going to press the buttercream into the imperfections and crevices that we've created, which is going to add so much texture and make it really look like concrete. This step is really going to give your cake a lot of extra depth. And don't worry about adding too much at the moment. We're going to scrape away a lot of this later. Once you've filled in the sides, you can do the same for the top. I found some larger gaps at the bottom edge, so I'm taking a bit of my lighter buttercream and filling those in. You can't really make a mistake with this technique, just make sure that the sides and top look straight and have lots of texture, and then it'll be good to go. After refrigerating it until it's firm once more, you are ready to scrape. I'll start by smoothing out the top. I go around once with the offset spatula and then a couple times with my bench scraper. Next, we'll scrape the sides. This time I'm starting by holding the scraper perpendicularly to the cake to get the first few layers off. I'm scraping firmly and cleaning my spatula between each scrape. You can see just after the first few scrapes how much it's starting to look like concrete already. So just continue making your way around the cake, adding firm pressure and keeping your bench scraper at a 90-degree angle with your cake board. You're just aiming to get the top layer off with most of the dark buttercream. So you can see it is really starting to come to life here. It looks very convincing, and we're gonna try a different technique in 1 second to add even more texture. So I'm gonna keep a touch of buttercream onto the edge, and I'm going back to having the bench scraper parallel to the cake, and I'm gonna smear that buttercream on with a really firm touch, and then I'm gonna scrape it into the cake. So I'll continue that all the way around with any excess buttercream that's left over on the bench scraper. Just pressing it into any little crevices that are left. We're just trying to add a lot of character and depth to the cake. When you're happy with this, you can get rid of the top edge imperfections There's always a little bit of kind of pilling up there, so you just want to get rid of that. And then I'm going to add a touch more texture because apparently I can't get enough of it. There were a few areas here on the top edge that I thought were a bit too dark, so I'm just kind of gently scraping those off right now. And then I'll go back to get rid of any pilling up at the top edge. Alright, we are in the home stretch, final texture. I'm just adding some kind of dents and dings to the side with my bench scraper, and then smearing the buttercream into those little dents. And I'm just scraping it up a little bit more wherever I find it's too smooth looking, and again smearing the buttercream into the imperfections. I think this technique is really versatile and totally customizable. If you want a lighter gray cake, you can go for that. If you want something with more character, just add more texture to it and then add more dark buttercream, and you can even mix up the colors a bit if you want a different look. And there it is, your concrete cake. Don't forget to stick around until next week when we are going to decorate this cake, and hint, it is wafer paper. So don't forget to subscribe and I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to download your free Italian meringue buttercream recipe in the description box below, and comment below as well and tell me what you would decorate your concrete buttercream cake with. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps out so much. And give me a thumbs up before you head out, and I'll see you next time.